Let's look at the Macco flyer. This is their flyer number 26. That runs from December 17th, 2022 until January 8th, 2023. We're going to look at the cover and page 6 and page 10. So let's start on the cover where Macco advertises a co-branded version of the Knipex 3-piece Cobra pliers set. This is the set that has the 7, 10, and 12-inch pliers. And the co-branding means that Knipex has their name embossed on the pliers, but Macco prints their name on the handle covers. And they have an exclusive green color to the handles that nobody else has, apparently. And they advertise that these pliers grip flat, round, square, or hex-shaped objects, and they do. But the thing that's interesting about this, and kind of disconcerting, is the price. They're selling this 3-piece set for $259.95. Folks, that's simply too much money for this plier set. It's an outstanding plier set. I challenge you to find a better quality plier set than this. Knipex is the top-tier name in pliers, and their Cobras are outstanding sellers. They have very nice features. They last a long time, lifetime warranty. But you don't have to spend $259.95 on this set of pliers when you can find it in lots of other places for a lot less money. One of them is my tool truck, and I'll show you that's this set right here. This is the same 3-piece set. Part number on it is KN3X87, and you can see they're identical except for the color of the handles. This is the 7, 10, and 12-inch set, and also on Amazon, where you'll find it at a discount of $121.51. Now, does it matter where you buy it, and what does that cost savings mean to you? When you buy it at a discount retailer like Amazon, you are giving up service. When you buy it off any tool truck, you should be getting the best service you can possibly get. Ideally, the way this industry is structured, tool trucks should offer you the best possible service of any of your buying options. And places like Amazon and eBay obviously don't. And that's okay. You just have to understand what the trade-off is, because you're paying less for the product, yes, but you're not getting anything after the sale. What does that really mean? Well, you can return these within 30 days to Amazon if you want, but they have a lifetime warranty from the manufacturer. So what happens 3, 5, 10 years down the line if one of these breaks? Can you get the warranty handled through Amazon? No, you can't. You have to go to Knipex. And I don't know what Knipex's policy is, but many manufacturers do not allow any warranty processing if you purchase their product on an online retailer like Amazon or eBay. Milwaukee and Gray Pneumatic are two of the biggest ones that I know of that don't honor the warranties if you buy them somewhere besides a dealer in their dealer network, because they want to support their dealer network. And when someone puts it up on Amazon for sale, they don't know where they're getting the products from. They may be gray market or black market. They simply don't know. You can't verify necessarily who is selling it. So there's some risk there to you as a consumer, and good luck getting any kind of warranty after the sale. If it's sold by a third party through the Amazon marketplace, chances are pretty good you're out of luck. So you'll have to judge for yourself whether or not that cost saving was worth it. It might be. I mean, let's say you only have two options available. One of them's Macco for $259.95, and then one of them's Amazon for $121.50. Well, that's a humongous savings. You're saving more than twice the price. Is it worth it? I don't know. Maybe it is to you, but you're going to have to shop around and find that out. And also make sure you know what the warranty policy is and what the fulfillment policy is like if you buy it from a different retailer, because it will change depending on the product, the manufacturer, and the retailer. On page 6, they advertise their 88-tooth, half-inch drive, 17-inch long locking flex head ratchet, and their quarter-inch drive, 9-inch long locking flex head ratchet. And they advertise down below that they are made in the USA from domestic and global components. What does that mean? I don't know, and they're not going to tell us. It could mean one of a number of things. Either they purchase all the parts overseas, have them shipped stateside, assemble them here, and then sell them. It might mean that they have some pieces like the heads and the handles manufactured in the U.S., by a company like AJ Manufacturing, who does manufacture for Macco and Snap-on and other brands. And then they maybe buy the guts and the locks offshore and import those and install them here. Or some combination thereof. We don't know exactly what that is. But because they say made in the USA, they're going to charge more for it, either because they have to, because the cost of production has gone up, or because they're just preying on your desire to buy something that says made in the US, and they're going to charge you more even if they import all the pieces from overseas and ship them here. Again, we don't know what the case is, so be careful and know what it is that you're getting and know how much it is that you're paying for what you get, because we can compare these very favorably to the gearwrench 90-tooth ratchets. And if we look at the gearwrench part number 81362T, you can see that one of them is mine that I sell on the truck for $120. And then the other one that is sold on Amazon for $59.97. This is no small price difference. And it's going to pay dividends to you to shop around and get them from the best place you can. Maybe when you're just starting out as a new technician, you find that it's worth the cost savings to get them on Amazon. And maybe as you mature in your profession, you find value on the tool trucks and you start buying more off the trucks. That's okay, whatever works for you. My advice to new guys is to always stay off the tool trucks until they're in their careers long enough that they can find value in the higher prices that the tool trucks charge. Because no tool truck is cheap, including my own. It's just a matter of where you're finding the value. Let's turn to page 10 in the flyer, and they have that whole page dedicated to welding. We're going to ignore the machines that are at the top of the page, and instead we're going to look at the helmets. And they have a couple of different, they have a flame motif and the silver rivet motif for the same price of $270.50. Then they have an American Eagle and green flame motif for $240.50. And finally, a green evil clown motif for $450.50. And if we look below, on the bottom of the page, we can see for each series of helmet what the differences are. The 173 series and the 170 series are very similar. They both have the same viewing size. They're both TIG rated for the same amperage. All those series have 2 arc sensors. And if we go further to the right, we can see that the switching speed is 1/25,000th of a second. And they both run on solar cells and have 2 AAA batteries as backup. Compare that to the Green Evil Clown helmet at $450.50, and that has slightly different size viewing area. It's a little bit taller, and it's TIG rated for 2 amps. But here's one of the big functional differences. It has 4 arc sensors as opposed to 2, and it has 1 replaceable CR2450 battery and solar cells. Same reaction time of 1/25,000th of a second. We cannot see what the headgear is like on these, and headgear makes a big difference. If you're going to be welding all day long, you're going to need something that is comfortable. If you're just going to be doing occasional welding, it doesn't matter nearly as much what kind of headgear there is. But you're going to pay the same amount of money for similar helmets from, say, Aesop and Miller as the Green Evil Clown one here, or you can save yourself a ton of money and buy something from Titan, for example, which is very similar to the flame motif, and they cost a lot less. If we look at the flame motif helmet that I sell from Titan on the truck, that's this one. My price on it is $178. And you can see it's very similar. The viewing size is a little bit larger, I believe, on the Titans, but the features are the same. The difference is this one has 4 arc sensors. So for $100 less, you're doubling your arc sensors and you're decreasing the reaction time to 1/30,000th of a second. So you're getting better performance. And the headgear on here is pretty decent. Is it the greatest? No, but it's not intended to be. It's intended for occasional welding. And then we can compare this to the same helmet sold on Amazon for $67.40. I show this to show you that you have purchasing options. You don't have to necessarily purchase anything off the truck, although it is kind of cool and convenient. But it's not always worth it if you're spending far more than you have to get equally good items somewhere else. A lot of the times, a brand on the tool truck doesn't mean as much as you might think or as much as the dealer wants you to believe it does, because you can buy these same tools elsewhere for a whole lot less money. There's very few actual manufacturers in this world, and most of the tool companies get all their tools made by the same manufacturers. There are some exceptions to that. Snap-on, for example, is a manufacturer, and they manufacture a lot of their own tools. But would you believe they also manufacture tools for their competition? Of course they do. Why wouldn't they? Because they're getting paid money to do it. And you could be buying, say, a Snap-on tool somewhere else under a different brand and not know it and save yourself a whole lot of money. You could be buying a third-party branded item like these welding helmets. Macco doesn't make them. I don't know who does, but if they're Miller or ESUB, then they're high-quality items. But what if they're Titan, or if there's some other lower cost option where you can get the identical or at least equally good product and save yourself a ton of money? So do yourself a favor and shop around, ask questions, see what other guys in the shop are using, and ask them what their opinions have been and what their experiences have been with dealing with the tool truck guys who come to the shop. See if they felt they've been ripped off or they're getting a square deal, and put your tool guy to the test and hold him accountable. Because if you're paying full price, you need to be getting full service. And that is something that I know a lot of guys don't offer. So insist on it from your tool guy. And if he doesn't give you the service that you deserve because you're paying full price, then find somebody else or shop somewhere else or get your stuff somewhere where you don't have to be bothered with a guy who's underperforming for the amount of money that you're paying. And that's very important in this business. Don't let the customer service slip, because you deserve more. Your hard-earned money deserves more, and it's just the best way to be. So do your shopping, be smart. If you're new, stay off the tool trucks until you've been in the business long enough that you find value in what they offer to justify the higher pricing. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave your comments. Let me know what your experiences are. Share it with everyone else. Maybe you own some of these products. Maybe you just bought them off this flyer. Let us know what your experiences are. What are your impressions? Is it worth the money? If you found the same thing somewhere else, would you, in fact, decide to pay less? Or are you getting the right amount of service from your Macco guy to make it worth the money? Leave the comments below, because we all learn when you share your knowledge and experiences. And keep watching the channel, because we have a few really cool videos coming down the line that I know you're going to want to watch, including the first flyer drop of 2023 for our quarterly flyer that covers January, February, and March. And I have a huge tool haul video that's going to go up in a couple of weeks, because I am restocking the truck after we sold off a lot of the inventory at the end of 2022. So new stuff for 2023 is coming in. It's stuff you have not seen before. So I'm going to have a ton of fun showing you all that. So please do keep watching and click down here to subscribe now so that you don't miss any of it. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, use a tool. Don't be one.